Hey guys, welcome to our channel Brown Content. So आज हम हैं अपने friends के साथ
Anika.
Bunny, and we are brown people.
I promise. I promise. Okay, Anika, you mentioned about the sugar test, right? क्या था? I have no idea. मुझे नहीं पता था कि sugar test की भी कोई weightage होती है, like it's really important.
Like I was saying earlier, was that we have, as Indians, we're disposed to getting sugar, diabetes and all that, just in our genetics. So the doctor, just because I'm Indian, and she wanted to make sure that I didn't have any sugar problems or anything. So when it's a certain window, you have to get your sugar tested to control it somewhere in the second trimester. I can't remember the weeks exactly, but somewhere around there, you would go and do the test at the hospital. So you'll go first thing in the morning, you'll be fasting after a certain amount of time, go to the hospital, you'll do your first blood test, fasted. Then they'll give you a liquid, so it's like a crush, orange crush, but extremely sweet, like very thick.
Chashni,
Like that. Fully like.
रसगुल्ले निकाल के चाशनी पी.
That's it. उससे भी ज़्यादा मीठी.
It is. Yeah. I love drinking crush.
But वो आपको
But it
इतना
was so
मीठा
hard.
क्यों देते हैं?
So that you can see how your body reacts to the, like how fast is it processing the sugar. So if your body is able to intake all that sugar and process it as fast as it needs to be, so that your blood sugar level, so it's leveled and it's taken care of. So what they do is, after you drink your drink and you tell them okay it's done, they tell you wait for 1 hour. 1 hour later you'll do your second blood test. Then they'll tell you wait another hour. Then you'll do your third blood test.
And you're just staying there in the
Yeah,
hospital.
you're just sitting there. You're just sitting there waiting.
Because of COVID, I wasn't even able to go inside, so I had to stay outside the hospital.
Yeah.
He's
He's not allowed.
No.
Oh, so during for the COVID time, he was not allowed to come in with me for any appointments.
At all.
He
But,
wasn't able to see anything.
जब तक इन्होंने लॉकडाउन में स्टार्ट किया था, I think it was March, right?
Yeah.
When they started. So उससे पहले जो हमारा first hospital scan था, I was able to go with her वहाँ पे. उसके बाद नहीं.
He wasn't allowed to see any of the ultrasounds, where they show you the baby moving, heartbeat.
Even with her family doctor.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't even able to go inside the clinic with her.
So normally you get an appointment every 2 weeks with your doctor to make sure everything's going good. They want to ask you how you're doing. So even there, he's not allowed to come.
That was very weird actually.
You're missing out.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
So like she will come back and she'll like say, आज मैंने उसके baby की heartbeat सुनी. I was like, damn it, man, come on. And
Can you go away?
Yeah, I saw our baby moving inside the womb. Like he was doing this little wave, and he was sleeping like this.
You see the things whatever the baby's doing.
So I wasn't able to see all these things, but like
and you're not allowed to record at the hospital.
Yeah, at the hospital you're not, but like she was able to. She managed to record it. In her clinic with her family doctor because she knows.
Oh yeah.
So
your family doctor was your gynecologist.
Yeah. So she had a mini ultrasound.
उसमें इतना clear नहीं होता. No.
And you can't see much.
So it's totally legal. जो उन्होंने किया, but just एक छोटा सा glimpse हो गया.
Yeah. So Bunny was able to see a little bit, and then she has a machine where you could hear the heartbeat. So I did the recording of that, and I used to bring it out to Bunny and just show it.
It was good, but like जब उस moment में होता है ना,
वो अलग ही बात
है.
First time हम दोनों का
दोनों इकट्ठे
you look at each other and you feel like वो अलग ही
exactly.
warmth होती है.
Because मेरे को अभी भी याद है जब first time हमने अभी एक की heartbeat सुनी थी ना, we were like so excited. It's like something different for you, right? एक feeling, एक expression होता है. It's like whole different world. Like उसके बाद like आप सब कुछ भूल जाते हैं.
It's true. You get fully immersed. Like there's one time I forgot to take my phone after do the recording.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I was like so focused on the ultrasound, and then I did ask her to just do the heartbeat again, so I at least could record the heartbeat for Bunny, right? So she did that. She's like, "Okay, fine." She brought up the thing to listen to the heartbeat again. But when it's in that moment, when you're together, it's different. So my doctor, she was being my partner at that time, so she would make little jokes with me, and she's like, "Oh, look at your baby, so beautiful." And he's waving. He looks like he has your ear, and all those little fun things, right?
Just to make you feel like he's there.
Yeah, and make you feel good.
Yeah.
So, but it was hard, like, especially with your first child, right? So you want to do
first
things together, right?
COVID, you can't go inside, and obviously like अगर आप call कर सकते हो, आप like speaker पे रख सकते हो, right? किसी को phone करके, but it's not.
But क्या feel आता है जैसे वो
similar
phone call चल रहा है, like virtually है
exactly.
देखा जाए,
Yeah.
physical.
अगर आप वहाँ पे होते हो, you're more clear, you're more focused वहाँ पे कि आपको क्या क्वेश्चन पूछने हैं, कि या from this like एक particular stage से हम आगे कैसे फॉलो, like are we doing good or is there something to improve? So वैसे डॉक्टर आपको हेल्प करते रहते हैं, they guide you to like हाँ आपका weight भी check करते हैं, like she was checking her weight कि भी how your weight is progressing.
maintain weight, I
Exactly.
guess,
you
Yeah,
have to maintain
you have to maintain your weight. If you're not gaining weight or you're not getting enough weight,
Yeah.
then that's a problem. Then you're not eating enough, and the baby's not growing, or the baby's not growing, and there's something wrong there. Like they have all these little small things that they try to figure out, making sure that you are healthy and the baby's healthy. And if something's off on those charts, then they'll send you in for ultrasounds or tests to make sure to see what's going on,
Yeah.
right?
And my knowledge for this whole thing is just from one session. Like सिर्फ मेरे को एक ही session में जाने का
beginning,
मौका
the
मिला
very first thing,
था.
yeah.
उसके बाद तो is like everything
Everything what
was
she's saying to you,
yeah,
that's it.
those
That's
are
it.
the final words to me, you know.
Because
Like,
sometimes when you both are there with the doctor, no, तो सबकी अपने अपने versions होते हैं. और
Exactly.
when you miss out, then your husband is there to
Yeah,
cover up.
yeah.
नहीं ये भी कर सकते हैं.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, because of that, because of COVID too, then before our appointments, we would discuss, and then I'll write notes.
yeah,
And
that's
then I'd
what we
go
used to
in,
do.
and then I'll look, okay, I have this question, I have this question, I have this question. With
Before going to the
Uh-huh.
doctor, and then you, that's it. If
That's actually a good point.
yeah, so that's what we would do together, and then
Like always prepare yourself before going to see
Yeah.
the doctor. Like especially Canada, it's not like India में अगर आप तो you can go like
anytime.
like अभी चले जाओ जाए right doctor.
हाँ,
यहाँ
free
पे
है,
नहीं
कल को
yeah,
कोई नहीं
exactly.
कल करा लो, but यहाँ पे तो ऐसे
यहाँ
नहीं
पे
है.
नहीं यहाँ पे होता है कि like
Schedule के साथ
एक आपके पास स्केड्यूल है, आपको वही फॉलो करना है. आपको ये नहीं है कि भी आपका मन करा तो आप कल उठ के चले जाओ
Exactly.
अपॉइंटमेंट के लिए. So it's very important कि
It's
भी
off the topic, but मेरे को dermatologist की next April में मिली है appointment. मैं बोला मैं क्या करूँगी तब तक? Rashes से जान निकल रही है. What am I gonna do?
and
Like,
then
you know?
what they say is if you're feeling really bad, if there's something wrong, go to the emergency.
but take Tylenol.
Emergency.
Exactly.
हाँ.
I have Tylenol too. Like you can't even take medication
Yeah, oh
while
yes.
you're pregnant.
While you're pregnant, you are not allowed to
No
take any
Advil.
antibiotics. No Advil, no
No paracetamol
Tylenol.
basically sort
The only thing you're allowed to have is regular
Good thing.
Tylenol.
Regular Tylenol.
Regular Tylenol that will
Yeah,
help
regular
with the aches and pains, but that too you should be careful with the limit.
Yeah, there is a limit. Like
yeah.
you cannot take, I don't know, more than 3.
But do you need a prescription to buy that?
No,
Or
no,
just
regular,
go-
regular Tylenol,
Regular-
not
Over the
extra
counter.
thing,
Okay.
not even extra thing.
Okay.
Regular Tylenol you need.
Okay.
And with so if you're having problems, if you're having backaches,
Mhm.
or if you're not feeling well, if you have a lot of women get migraines because
Yeah.
of so when you have a baby, your blood increases.
Ah, okay.
You have more blood in your body. So with that, your blood pressure
Because you feed
increases.
the baby.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. So then more blood, more higher blood pressure, you get migraines and headaches.
Ah,
So then some people take that to help reduce the migraines. So that's
But
it.
you were fine.
No, I was fine.
Good. That's good. Luckily. Good.
I was.
Desi food and Desi John.
It was really weird. Like Bunny was expecting. Like, everybody kept asking, "Are you don't feel this? You don't feel that?" I'm like, no, I'm fine. Like for
we
the,
had our days.
We had-
when I was really tired. Like I was really tired.
Maybe if you're not remembering those things, it's good that you don't have major problems.
Yeah, we
Right.
didn't have
See,
anything.
सबके होंगे, कोई
major. Yeah.
सबके रोज एंड थॉर्न सबके होते हैं, it's fine,
Yeah.
but you know आपका अपना अपना सबका
There were
होता है.
times like, oh yeah, I was super tired. Like, towards the end, I was tired, or everybody was just telling Bunny, "You should massage her feet. You should massage her legs." And so somebody like that, I'm like, "So Bunny, you know our conversation from the morning? Come on." During COVID, some hospitals had banned your partner to come in.
Yep.
So
In Quebec.
in Quebec, yeah. So they said, so a lot of women in the beginning, mid-time, had to go to the hospital and deliver alone. Even though if it was their first baby, they had nobody in the room.
Nobody.
Yeah, it's only if they needed help, they would call a nurse or something, but they were all alone. That's freaky. So I started having little panic attacks about
Yeah,
that.
we were like, oh
Right.
my god, we were thinking about changing the hospital and all.
आपके hospital ने किया allow for then?
By
Yeah,
that time,
By
all
the time.
hospitals were
Oh,
all
allowed.
of the
yeah.
hospital.
So then,
जब
yeah.
हमने जाना था,
Yeah.
luckily by that time,
I just remember Jewish General was adamant like no, but we weren't in Jewish General, and so we were like, okay, it's fine. I spoke to some of my other friends to see because they were delivering
Oh,
earlier
okay.
before me. So then I was asking them, okay, how was it? Did your partner get to go in? Did your husband go in? Yes. All right, cool, that's fine. But it's only one person allowed, so I was like, that's fine. That's not a problem as long as he's there. It's fine. So then they go in, they actually do a COVID test.
Let's say, God forbid, like if someone is detected with COVID,
There were people
they
actually.
were.
There
How
were.
So
How's
they
the
still do the
process?
delivery, right?
They still do the delivery. It's just the way that the team will come in will be hazard mask suits. I guess that's how they will be. That whole area will be quarantined. The room, so they have a. What I saw in LaSalle Hospital was that they had something at the door, like a little plastic thing there, and then it said quarantine
Zombieland.
on it. Literally, that's how it was. And whoever had to go in and out
You're
was
actually
fully
living in a zombie
protected.
land.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
whole world is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
But it's good. Yeah,
that's
so
how it
you
was.
were allowed finally to
Yes,
be with her.
that was the main concern, and when we came to know that, like, okay, यहाँ पे hospitals से allow permission, that they like partner can come in, we were like, okay, now
Okay.
we're relaxed.
Okay.
At least ये होता है कि like अब वहाँ पे ये नहीं है कि लाइक अगर आप हॉस्पिटल में चले गए हो तो आप कुछ भी कर सकते हो, ये नहीं है. You're gonna stay in the room.
You're stuck in the room.
You were there and you said
Yeah.
that you have to be
You have
stuck
to
in
be
the
in the
couch or maybe the
Yeah.
place.
So we had, so they give the mother food, but they don't give the spouse
Yeah.
meals. So we
Like
had
I had to buy.
yeah. But what we did was because we didn't want to go. You're not allowed to leave the room. They said you're allowed to bring the cooler with you with food in it, with snacks and drinks and everything. So that's what we did. So we brought a
हमने तो
cooler.
कर लिए tips. वो तो they
सब कुछ
there was a microwave.
पिकनिक पे जा रहे हैं.
No microwave. There's nothing in the
So
room.
that's why like you take like kind of a cold cut sandwiches if you want, or
So you prepare
potatoes.
So like my mom and dad, what they did was my mom made paneer out of ponke.
Yeah. So
Rajma
like you
chawal,
can-
yeah, rajma chawal, because that's
सबसे
what
easy food है पराठे.
पराठे दे दो.
aloo.
Yeah, aloo methi की
But still
सब्जी.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but like you
But
eat
it's
them.
fine. It's
Yeah.
घर का खाना.
Yeah, at
Yeah.
least.
बर्गर ठंडा नहीं खा सकते इंसान और
Yeah,
पराठे
पराठे
खा
खा
सकते
सकते
हैं.
I wasn't allowed to eat.
Wow. How did you feel
Because
that
of
वो smell आती है अंदर आप हो?
Actually, उस time पे like she was feeling more like कि क्या because she was getting irritated right with the smell.
So how was what was the duration of your मतलब कितना time बाद delivery हुआ?
Oh.
Some people have longer durations.
Yeah, we
no?
had it longer. Yeah.
Longer?
Well, not like longer as we got it like other people.
So
but,
people say that your first kid takes a long time, so it could take close to 20 some hours.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
We were done in 6, 7.
6, 7. Yeah. Not as compared to other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You stayed there. You were stuck in that room for 6 to 7 hours. Like,
Oh no,
you
more.
guys were there.
We were stuck there for a longer time
Yeah.
because the prep work and everything. But otherwise, we were in and out of that room really fast. They were surprised.
Yeah.
For me, it was the first time.
First time.
They were like,
He was excited to come out.
Yeah.
He was like, I want to go outside. बहुत हो गया.
he was really
Oh my
excited. They
God,
were
yeah.
surprised. So like your contraction is a certain time, but I don't know if I should get into the but your actual pushing time is long, like different, right? So
Yeah.
the pushing time takes women a long time if it's the first time. So this is where they always say it's like few hours. Like I've had a few friends it took them like 4 to 5 hours just during the pushing time,
Mhm.
right? Contractions, their contraction pains could have been like like 13 hours. Then they
Yeah.
added like
Yeah.
4 or 5 hours of pushing time, so that it created a whole
The
bunch.
whole
So
Yeah.
me, it was like different. Like for us, like in our experience, our contraction time was about 6 hours for until they were like, okay, no, you're ready. You can start
Ready.
practicing. Oh, they make you practice too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like until the doctor comes, they're like, okay, just practice, just get your breathing right. So they
Yeah.
want you to get in
Breathing,
they want you to get
pushing.
into the zone,
Wow.
right? Get you into the zone, get you into that sensation.
It's
of
like
movements, right?
workout करने से पहले warm up करते
Ah,
हैं.
that's
so
what they were doing.
That's what
Oh, okay.
they were trying.
Your body's getting
Ah,
ready for that.
So
action.
my thing was funny because then she's like, she wanted to start, and then she's like, wait, stop. And I go ahead. She's like, call the doctors.
Don't practice anymore.
Yeah.
No,
Don't
no,
practice.
You're already ready.
I was like, no.
Avi is born ready. No, Avi के तो prep time चाहिए नहीं मेरे को. खाली
No.
की time नहीं waste
And
करेगा.
then the
No
doctor
training.
came, she's like, okay, you know how like in videos you see they say, okay, push, right? And then the girls are all screaming, and like, and even
The
in, like
only
Indian
education I
movies,
have is for Rachel, which your friends know that, but that's it.
right? Like even in I don't know if you watched the thing, it was like Good News was
हाँ
one
हाँ
of
Right.
उसमें भी है for
the, you know,
sure.
the girls are yelling
Yeah,
and
yeah.
screaming and all that. That's all I have is a perception too. It's like whatever's in movies, right?
Yeah.
That's what we were expecting. That was the
But
that was
कुछ
the
drama
image.
नहीं था. Avi कहता है no more drama. I'm Canadian, bro.
Yeah.
I just want
Yeah,
time.
I don't-
I want
There was
time.
nothing.
baby.
The doctor came. You know how the doctor's like, okay, push, right? Oh, you could do this. You could do this. It was like push, and then she's like, wait, stop. Give me a small one.
What is small?
I was like, and I was done within 5. Like for me, it was within 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes, they were all shocked. I was shocked, but
Yeah.
we're like, what the hell is this going in these movies? What are they showing?
Important thing I find like if you really find like or if you would define something like कुछ important, right? वहाँ पे partner का होना is very
Yes.
important because like the partner can help you for different things like to distract you. So what we were doing is like we did the little dance in there. So we're like doing like little movements so that baby is rotating inside, getting in position. So like there are
It's
multiple
to help,
benefits.
like reduce the pain.
Reduce the pain,
Change your mind.
distract her. That
Yeah.
like okay, these pains are not there. Got a laptop with us. We watched some shows in there. So
Like
like we
Nurse
are
was
like
getting
home-
annoyed with us because I'm just
You were
sitting there
watching
watching
movies
movies.
there? Wow.
Yeah,
No,
movies
no, I was watching movies with Lenny and
Yeah,
How
we
about you
watched
guys? Wow.
you're not
Nurse
enough
को बोले
pain.
listen, we know our thing, okay?
Yeah. So like that's why I was saying like वहाँ पे partner का होना is very important
हाँ.
क्योंकि अगर वहाँ पे partner है
Balance
they
करेंगे.
can help you
Doing
to
that
distract
alone,
and-
man. Oh, I
Yeah.
don't know what I would have done. I think
No,
I would have been
I
crying
can
and been in
imagine
depression
He
mode
was
or
dancing
something.
when Avir का news पता चला.
Yeah.
He was dancing his
So you can see I'm a dancer.
Avir भी dance करते करते 5 मिनट में आ गया. ऐसा listen, Daddy, I'm gonna be your partner now.
It was
Amazing,
fun.
guys.
It was
So
great.
post delivery now, तो कैसे कैसे precautions, because now actually you gotta take care of
Oh my God.
everything. अब वो mentally तुम लोग के लिए pressure आ रहा है, because अभी तक तुम थी, अब वो 2 जने हो गए, you know. Actually physically 2 हो गए. So how did you guys manage?
That's the
After
tricky part
post
now.
delivery, मतलब
Yeah,
just
so we
आ
get
रहे थे.
home. So once we got home, which was fine, we already had everything stocked up for groceries and everything,
Yeah.
so then it was fine.
Because
But-
हमें पता था like जब अभी born हो गया था ना, so after 3 days they discharged you from the hospital,
After 3
right?
days, and आप सिर्फ दोनों ही थे बस.
Yeah,
Mom, Dad,
hospital में
nobody,
कोई
कोई भी
नहीं
आना चाहिए.
allowed. Well, I was allowed to go out and जैसे mom food दे जाते थे, so सुबह I used to get food बाहर आके. मेरे पास hospital band था, so I was allowed to go in and out. That's it.
अच्छा.
But every time they would check कि हाँ आपको कोई symptoms नहीं है,
Okay.
stuff like that.
Temperature check and everything.
Not temperature check,
Temperature
but
reading, what
just ask you.
Oh, I don't think what they're doing right now. They're just
Yeah.
talking to you.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know, like if
Yeah.
you have a symptom, then
वो देख के पता चल जाता है
Exactly.
पीछे खाने लिया
Yeah,
वापस चला गया.
exactly.
That's
एक
it.
बार आया था because to prepare for every grocery, like at least 2 हफ्ते की grocery इकट्ठी कर ली.
हाँ, because you were
It
not
was day before
you were
getting
not ready,
discharged.
right? Exactly.
Yeah,
You just went there
exactly.
and वो हो गया था.
Yeah. So came home, took some groceries, put them away. So put them away, like the whole disinfectant process,
Yeah,
like
quarantine
Lysol.
period.
Oh, our car got delivered too.
Yeah.
So when we got a new car.
Oh yeah.
We got
Yeah.
a new car. Our car was delivered too. So then we had to set up the car seat in there. and
Yeah, I
everything.
had to set up the car seat. So that was like one full day.
So
And
she was
also,
alone.
they don't allow you to leave the place without the
Car seat.
Yes.
car
Yeah.
seat with
Yes,
the kids
yes,
car
yes.
seat, right?
You are
Yeah.
not
Even वो
allowed.
देखा है यहाँ पे.
Yeah,
It's
you're
not
not
there in
allowed to.
India, by the way. Which is so weird.
Yeah,
They
it's
just
not.
hold your kid and you just drive up, right? That's
But
it.
yeah,
यहाँ पे
यहाँ
है
पे
actually. They
यहाँ
won't
पे
destroy.
No, they won't, and they will see if the kid is secured correctly or not. They will help you. They'll train you.
Yeah, they'll help you to tighten seat belt. तो भी
Yeah,
उनका
yeah.
baby का सारा होता है ना harness उनकी
Yeah.
seat पे लगी होती है.
Before discharging you,
Before.
सब drill होता है
Yeah.
hospital में.
Even for moms, like, and for parents, first-time parents here, they'll actually teach you how to give your baby a bath, how to
Yeah.
feed your
ये
baby.
सब 3 days में orientation
Ah,
चल रहा है.
Yeah,
Hospital में.
orientation
They'll tell
hospital में पूरा चलता है.
They'll teach you how to do everything. They will teach you how to feed the baby, personal nutrition mom, so how she wants to feed in whatever method.
They
will
have a
teach you.
nursing
Yeah, specialists will come in, sit down, talk to you, tell you, they'll spend time with you.
And dietitians as well, मतलब जो baby को क्या खाना खिलाना है, especially बताते हैं.
Not
वहाँ
like
पे
milk.
There's no
milk.
milk.
But after post 2 months, post 3 months.
At 6
बताते हैं.
months.
At
After 6
6
months is when the baby is allowed to eat solids.
solids,
But then
basically.
again, it's baby food, so it's mush.
Okay.
Sorry,
हाँ, मतलब ये भी तो वही
हाँ.
बताते होंगे, right?
Yeah.
कि you guys know it already. वो करके.
Yeah, we know it. Mostly you could do it with readings, you could watch videos, you could see what other parents, mothers are doing. With me, it's just because in my family we've had so many nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
Especially like
That's
the
good.
latest ones are very young, so I already know through them as to what to go, what not
So
to do.
3 days का फिर हुआ, then you guys came.
Yeah,
home
we
and
came
then-
home.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
nobody was allowed, obviously. Newborn baby, 3 months में उनका कोई immune system नहीं होता. Like they
Babies cannot
uh,
fight anything.
They
So
cannot
3
fight
months तक
anything.
कोई भी नहीं allowed होगा यहाँ पे.
No, कोई भी नहीं allowed था कुछ.
Not even mom, dad?
No.
Mom, dad were my
Mom,
parents
dad,
were
were-
allowed.
yeah, mom, dad, like यहाँ
They
पे जो-
quarantined in their house before
Come
coming.
down,
Yeah.
right?
So they were
Exactly.
fine. So they went straight from their house to here.
Yeah.
And then they were just here. I was like, you guys
Yeah.
are not allowed to leave. You guys are not allowed to do anything. So
Yeah.
we did groceries. If when we needed groceries, we did it online.
We
And
just used to
delivery
go
or
and
they pick
pick
up.
it up.
Quarantine
Yeah.
them and then
Yeah.
use it, sanitize. Then you did online groceries.
Online
That was
groceries.
sorted.
And
And
even
not
today, like
stepping
you're doing
outside.
online or?
Well,
No.
now it's different
Because of
because
Because the immune
because
system develop हो रहा है धीरे-धीरे.
थोड़ा immune system develop हो गया. थोड़ा सा ये भी है कि now we know like we have like एक routine सी set हो जाती है, right? कि भी आपको पता, अगर मैं जाता हूँ grocery लेने क्या लेके आया groceries, सारा कुछ sanitize किया, put it away.
And that's
So
when
right
we-
away you go to your shower,
Yeah.
you take shower, change your clothes, so everything is there, right?
Standard जो सबका
जो-
यही है.
exactly. But well, that's the best you can do,
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
To prevent
Of
it.
course.
to
And not
spread.
inviting people over because
Yes.
हमें भी आज allow नहीं किया गया घर में.
Yeah, as you guys can see.
No, I'm just saying it's a very good thing. Like you guys can see when you watch this video, you'll understand कि हम लोग यहाँ पे एक छोटे से entrance space में ही कर रहे हैं because they are very particular about it.
Yeah.
And
This too is luckily we got this little space. Otherwise we would sit outside and do it.
otherwise,
Yeah.
man, it's snowing.
It's cold
So
outside.
it's snowing by the way.
Yeah.
So you guys are actually doing all the precaution stuff.
Yeah.
If not more,
Perfect.
right? Like, if not more. Like even after groceries, it's just Bunny. He'll go and he'll do it all.
Good, good.
I'll stay home with the baby.
In terms of reading, I saw you read a book, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna mention the link. You can tell us.
I can give you the link.
Yeah, you send me the link for the people who's gonna watch this video and the YouTube videos, of
Like,
course.
because above, please click on it.
अभी इधर स्पेस नहीं है कि आए सर आ गए just ऐसे लिंक नीचे down yeah in the description below. So yeah, you can send me the links for the YouTube videos just for the prep, you know. I'm
That's
sure.
another thing here too. So when you find out you're pregnant for the first time at the hospital, they give you you a book.
Wow.
They give you like a nice
Physical
thick
copy,
book,
yeah.
for you to read.
Your doctor will sign a
Uh,
paper that like you are allowed to go
Get the
and
book.
get the book.
It's free.
It's
That's
free.
good.
It's free. There's no charge for it, and it will explain
Canada,
everything. It'll explain like
That's why all
everything
of
in
us
detail.
are here.
So that was that book from what they give you the hospital. Me, I purchased a different book too. It was like as a first-time mom, or how to be a first-time mom, and then there they go through each trimester. So trimester is a block of three months. So you're 3, 6, 9 months. So 0 to 3, 3 to 6, and 6 to 9.
Yeah.
What to expect, what are you gonna see, what you're not gonna see. There's a lot of apps too now that you could follow. So every week I was showing Bunny, I'm like, okay, our baby is this big.
Yeah.
It's an apple. It's a buttersquash. Or baby's hair follicles are here. Baby has hair. Baby could hear this. Baby could hear that. Or, the feet are there. Fingers. Like, it was just all those things that could tell you as to how big your baby's growing, how your baby's looking. And a lot of YouTube videos of other moms you can watch. Just what was their experience? What are they eating? What's their daily diet like? What are they doing to stay busy with one kid?
To get
or two
educated
kids?
is basically
You
That's
learn
very
from other
self-educated,
people's
basically,
you learn from other people's
There
experience
are a
too.
lot of YouTube videos out there. One of them will be ours, right?
That could be a different video too. All like, what did I do? Like, more what did I take for the hospital? How did I prepare? That could be different. But there's a lot of information out there that you could go through. Even after birth, right now, there's a lot of mommy groups, Facebook mommy groups right
Join
now.
them. Yeah, Facebook has a lot of groups.
Yeah.
basically.
There's like West Island, Montreal groups. So then there, like, and you have like your birth month group also,
Wow.
so that all the babies who were
It's
born
more
this month.
scrutinized.
Yeah, so like if you're like, for us, I'm part of the July group, right? So babies who are born all in July, where all the kids are doing the same thing around the same time. So babies have leaps, so then their learning developments are changing, the way they see things are changing, the way they're acting is changing, so that gets them cranky, or wants them, they'll stop sleeping as much, they'll stop drinking as much. So like everybody's around the same time frame, right? So then they could discuss, okay, this is what my kid is doing, this is how I'm taking care of
Are
it.
you also part of this group?
No.
No,
It's just mostly it's moms.
It's mommies handling it, and all the mommies
moms
updating.
are
Oh, my baby's eating now.
Yeah, it's actually like they do fun things like, okay, my baby did this. What did your baby do? That's like over 100
Imagine some
comments.
baby is not acting and he's like, I'm procrastinating, and mommy is going crazy.
They are.
There's something wrong with you, but baby's like, I'm procrastinating for life.
Exactly. A lot of moms on that group are freaking out. My baby's not doing this, but your baby's doing that. It's like, it's okay, just give them the time. It's a human, right?
Every baby has their own.
Sab saman, ek saman. I have one question. You are still working, right? You haven't because of COVID, so you never took you never went.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Acha,
You took maternity leave.
I get 5 weeks of maternity leave. So like the good thing is like you can split those holidays.
Okay.
So जैसे मैंने किया था, like I took 3 weeks पहले जब अभी born हुआ था, and I still have 2 weeks to take. I get a whole year
To use them anytime.
So that was the best. That's the best thing. Like क्योंकि पहले 3 हफ्तों में आप अपने बेबी के साथ जितना मर्जी time spend करो, and it's very important because the important thing is like postpartum depression. That happens in mothers.
It happens in fathers also.
Fathers also, but like
Positively, that's what you're saying.
Yes.
So the first 3 months, that's where
Very crucial
for mothers and
mothers
babies.
and
Like a lot of mothers go into depression.
yes.
Why? Because
Of hormone changes.
Hormones.
There's so many hormones going up and down that you don't realize it's hormones.
and why for that?
Well, for dads, this could be like they're
change around?
overwhelming
Overwhelming,
and
wow.
How the
whole-
mother's
You felt
acting.
Not really, but
Because
like
I've seen you this.
I was like, I want to know this too. Like, I never asked this.
not really, but like sometimes you feel tired here
Low.
and there, but
Just
other
low.
than that,
That's
yeah.
just your energy level being low.
Yeah.
But
But
which
your
is
sleep
like-
cycle also get disturbed, right?
Yeah,
Like
everything.
changes.
आप एक new life को
honestly.
शुरू करो, right? क्योंकि आपके लिए it's like everything is new, everything is different, and like I don't know, is it a male thingy or not? But once we are in comfort zone, like we just stay there. कि हाँ अपने comfort में रहना है, जो मर्जी हो जाए.
Actually,
So that was the
for
thing.
guys, accepting change is, I guess, a little bit
Hard.
overwhelming. It's
It
very
takes
hard.
time.
It takes time.
I would say.
तो कहते हैं अरे अभी तो
Yeah.
settle हुए थे, अभी तो settle हुए थे फिर से, but there's
Yeah.
no
But-
settling, I guess.
Yeah,
In
I
life,
think
there's always something.
I
There's
think
always
it's
something.
it's a good thing कि भी अगर change होता है तो life में then you learn new things,
ये
you
तो है.
grow,
सबको
and,
पता है, but
yeah,
पता
you
नहीं
become
कहाँ
more
accept नहीं
responsible.
होता है.
Yeah, exactly.
Accepting is in
Accept
mind, right? So,
Yeah.
so
So for us, like so it's as I was saying, like the depression thing,
Depression,
right?
yeah,
That's very
important
important for
Not all women go through
Yeah,
it again.
not-
Like,
But it
and,
depends.
literally from what I've heard and read is 99% women don't even realize that they're actually in postpartum depression.
Really?
It
Yeah.
takes somebody, your partner, to
Yeah.
try to get you to understand that you
Understand.
are, and then there's help that you could seek
Yeah.
from doctors, and then they will help you like go through your thought process and everything.
They'll
A lot of
speak to you.
Huh,
they'll
so
talk
in
to
worst
you.
cases, again, a lot of ladies have suicidal thoughts.
What?
A
Yes.
lot of ladies can't handle
There
the
is like
baby.
extreme part of this
Yeah.
depression.
They have
But
suicidal.
it's still there, huh?
A lot of, if you, because I've watched that so much, that's why my mind is always stuck on that one thing. But a lot of mothers, their minds go so to a different extent, to a different plane that they end up doing some significant damage to their child. Yeah.
So,
Because they're not in the right state.
There's
So
an
they
extreme
need,
side of
there's
this
extreme.
depression.
You need
Right.
extreme care, basically.
Yeah.
Partners you
Yeah,
having
but
Well,
that's what it is. It's
it's
important to have
more
a lot of
like,
people around you to like
Yeah.
realize
To
that.
talk to
Yeah.
इसलिए like
Uh-huh.
do it partner होता है ना, so like when you have baby, it's not just mother who has a baby, it's like
Both, right?
both of you guys, and both of us need to understand like how we can share the responsibilities around, right? And like for mothers, for mother and newborn, it's very important to go for a walk. So
Get
that helps.
air, fresh air
fresh
helps
air,
a lot.
yeah.
5-10 minutes a day at least. It
Yeah,
helps
to
with
get
the
some
baby.
light, sunlight,
Sunlight,
to
yes,
get some sunlight
important,
to get some fresh air, because
Yeah.
then वो depression को होने से like chances कम करते हैं.
Yeah, because it's COVID time, so it's only your partner.
And
So
because
it's a
like
lot
you-
more. It's an extra,
Exactly.
Yeah.
extra
Extra
responsibility.
responsibility.
Yeah. So it's a lot
And
of
mother
burden
is like
also
going
that way.
already through a lot of things,
Huh.
right?
Changes,
Because
yeah.
Your body's changing
body
afterwards
baby
too,
को
yeah.
feed करना, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot of work. And जब baby born होता है, then baby needs to need his or her milk like
Yeah.
after
Every 2
every 2 hours.
Wow.
Throughout the night, every 2
Yeah,
hours,
every
baby
2
needs
hours.
to eat.
Yeah.
That means you need to wake up, feed the
Exactly.
baby, change diapers. You're recovering yourself. You're in a lot of pain too. So that's where teamwork comes in, right? So you need to work that way. So with me, like with Bunny and I would try sleeping through the night, and he would try staying awake.
Yeah.
And then I would take all morning, then I'll do all the mornings, right?
But ये plan तभी तक चला जब तक काम नहीं शुरू हुआ.
No, of course, मैं वही सोच रही हूँ
Actually,
कि
for 2 weeks, because on the 3rd week, it was like,
Yeah.
oh, but I start work the week
Exactly.
after, so let's start practicing the
And
reverse.
reverse of it.
I forget there was no reverse. At that point, Bunny just left.
working the moment.
The day I went to the hospital.
Oh, you were still working at the
I was
lab.
working. I was working till the right end. Yeah.
Yeah.
Respect, bro.
But good thing was like
You're
COVID
still working
happened.
right now?
Oh, not work, but.
But of course, ये तो full time job ये भी है. Mama का तो full time job होता है. Just asking, are you planning to go back to work? कब plan किया कि
It's a year, so the women, like the girls get a year that they could actually split between the husband if they want.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, so we have maternity leave for 1 year, and we have the ability to split that with the fathers if they want. So instead of taking the full year, I could take 9 months, and I could give the remaining months to Bunny, and he could take this time off too. But we didn't do that.
Yeah.
We kept Bunny at work. He
But
gets his
because
5 weeks of
we find
parental-
that it's very lucky as well, like because
Yeah.
now COVID है, like
Right.
Work
the,
from home.
the positive thing is work from home.
Because
जब मेरे को
you
lunch
get
करना
time
होता
to
है,
spare,
yeah,
okay.
I come here like downstairs
तो मुझे
lunch
ये लग रहा
करना.
है कि कोविड का एक तो बहुत चीज़ है. हाँ, जैसे आपने लंच के लिए बोला, छोटी-छोटी चीज़ें होती हैं ना. आपका नहीं मन कर रहा, बस कॉफी का मूड आएगा, इसकी शक्ल
Yeah,
देखी आ गया.
yeah,
कोई
exactly.
कपड़े चेंज नहीं करने, बस बच्चा है और आपका जोन आपकी फैमिली है. That's
Exactly,
it.
exactly.
You can actually see him growing. So
Yeah.
that's
You're not
it.
missing a full, 9 to 10 hours of a day of your baby,
Exactly.
right?
Because sometimes अब कुछ होता है, right? कि भी like he started laughing
Laughing.
at some like
Oh.
किसी चीज पे या कुछ उसने
हाँ.
किया, and come call me like, hey buddy, like look, he's doing this.
And you're not
So
missing out.
yeah,
Yeah.
I just come downstairs
Just
and
नहीं ऊपर से नीचे आना
Yeah,
और ये रहा.
exactly.
आपके कहाँ से
Yeah.
दोबारा? You don't have to wait for it to see the
Yeah.
video.
exactly.
Ah.
So like
चलो कोई तो advantage है COVID का.
advantage, ये positive side है.
That is
सबसे बड़ा
positive.
पॉजिटिव है पॉइंट है. मेरे को सब लोगों ने बोला है, काफी लोगों ने, कि they got to spend the time with the family जितना
हाँ.
ज्यादा और कभी नहीं. मतलब उससे पहले तो कभी वो इमेजिन नहीं कर पाते थे कि कभी किसने इमेजिन किया था यार.
अभी भी like जैसे like अभी भी जैसे मैं काम करता हूँ, right? तो I do my like full work like and even we respect about that, like कि भी हाँ, अगर मैं काम कर रहा हूँ, if it's possible for me to come and help her, then I'll come. Like if it's an emergency, like if it's not important, like something you can manage, and like let's say baby's sleeping, right, and then she can do something on the side, so be like, okay, yeah, you can do it. So we understand that, right? And like she does not disturb me कि भी हाँ, मैं कोई important काम कर रहा हूँ, या कोई important meeting में हूँ, या कुछ, right? So that's very important as well, like
I think वो तो आती है, वो किसी भी चीज़ से build up हुई जाती है, partner से
You need to
compatibility
build that
इसलिए होती है,
equation.
exactly.
yeah.
यहाँ दोनों में compatibility तो गजब की है, उससे तो कोई शक ही नहीं है. That's okay. If you guys want to run down some few points, I think हमने बहुत सारी चीजें cover कर ली आज.
I think एक चीज रह गई कि how expensive the complete procedure was. Does the government takes care or like
Some
You don't need to worry about it. The hospital
Like, you don't
expenses
need
are done by the government. Our hospital that we went to was, so you don't get private rooms unless if it's A, the hospital that gives it to you, or B, you have insurance from work that gives you. So maximum
Or you
you
pay
do,
something extra.
you pay extra, so government pays for everything. So
Wow.
you're not paying anything out of your pocket. And the minute baby's born, everything for a baby is covered from 0 to 18 years.
Wow.
All medication.
0 to 18 years?
18, yeah.
Wow.
So till 18, everything's covered for the baby. You don't pay anything. It's after 18 then you could get, you know, work insurance or insurance from university to cover for everything.
Yeah, yeah.
And normally most of the stuff is covered, like a good percentage of your medication is covered through RAMQ anyways after 18. So you still pay just a portion. So once you have insurance from work, it just covers the remaining portion. So you're covered that way.
Good for life.
Yeah. Like you're saying, you don't realize like you're paying so much in taxes. You just keep on saying like it's not tax like
Yeah.
compared to
But
India.
actually-
Like,
But in the
that
end, you
all pays
benefit.
out,
Yeah.
You get the benefit. So just to sum it up, a few last points if you want to run down quickly. These you want to say, okay, really important.
Okay, so
खाओ पियो ऐश करो तेरे बार के साथ खाए ना
Just like as a new parent, you know.
teamwork. This number one thing is teamwork. You need to work. You have to figure it out. There's always going to be yays and nays. You know, somebody's going to want to do something. Somebody's not going to want to do something. So yes, there are parts where you have to compromise. It's not always you. You have to think of your other person. You're in COVID. You know, it's a different environment. Like being around somebody 24/7. I honestly thought we would kill each other within the first 2 months. I was like, I don't know how we're going to survive.
That's what we were thinking.
We were not. Surprisingly.
But
Wait for it.
that didn't happen.
It didn't happen. Surprisingly, it was a reverse. We actually, you know, we worked well together. We had a lot of ups more than we had downs, I would say. It was really good. Like we learned more. That's not bad. We need that.
Well,
That's good.
वो होना भी चाहिए
हाँ,
नहीं तो जिंदगी
You
पूरी
need that.
हम बहुत ही राजश्री प्रोडक्शंस की मूवीज नहीं
Yeah,
है
exactly.
Teamwork is good.
Teamwork is
Communication.
mandatory. Yes,
Yeah.
you have
Educate
to.
yourself.
Communication.
Communication is
Communication.
You guys
is
discuss
human.
your notes and stuff.
We
where
always
you
talk.
studied and all that.
There's you're in COVID. You're stuck with somebody. You can get irritated with them. There's no, you know,
There's no
there,
way
it
out.
happens. But you need to actually have the ability to express what you're feeling irritated
sure.
about. You know, there's times that I will realize he's getting irritated. He doesn't realize it. Like I'm like, there's something bugging you. No, I'm fine. There's something bugging you.
Yeah, but you feel it.
You feel it. You know it.
So
You
like,
just
go
get
get a
it
beer. Go get a beer.
You wish. But it was like that. So then the other person has to, you know, realize you have to support and help your partner all the time, right? So it's a work, you working together, and it's not always the guy goes off to like help the girl. You know, you want to do the same thing. You're equals here. So there's been times that he has been irritated. I try to get him to understand that he's irritated. He'll go up, work. 2 hours later, he'll come down and say, yeah, actually, communication and teamwork are the 2 important things, especially during COVID. Like even without COVID, it's it's a mandatory thing. It's the basic foundation of any relationship. So that's a needed thing, but you have to work extra now that you're COVID. You're stuck with somebody 24/7, right? And with having a kid, it changes everything. It does a whole 180. So you have to learn everything again.
Relearn.
You have to relearn everything. Now you're
Yeah, because
learning
it's
things.
about
with
yourself.
baby.
You're learning about yourself. You're learning about a
And
baby,
with
and
the
now with each
partner as
other.
well, yeah.
So it took us some time. It's not as if we know everything. No. It takes time. We have had our ups, we had our downs, but because I guess in the beginning of COVID, we built that ability to communicate and talk. We were gonna be. We had the ability to do it again
Communication is
too.
very important.
And
तो
that,
time दिया होगा आप लोगों को साथ में लेके बात करने का.
yeah. So even before COVID, everything, building a relationship, that was the number 1 key before marriage too. We need to communicate. You need to talk. You need to build a good, strong foundation. And it worked. It helped. It's not perfect, but hey, it's good.
It worked. At the end of the day, it should work, right?
Yeah.
कुछ भी process हो बस होना चाहिए.
There's always going to be change. There's always going to be something to learn. You're learning something about yourself too, and the other person learns. So that's it. So those are the 2 main things I would say: communication and I forgot the second one. But whatever.
Teamwork.
Teamwork. Yes, the 2 things. Teamwork. See?
Teamwork.
Yeah.
Mommy brain. This girl say mommy brain. I forget things now. It happens.
Too many things going
Too many
on.
things going in the head.
No, it's
But
all
yeah,
good.
those are the 2
But I'm
things.
happy we discussed these things. Just to wrap it up, I'm so happy.
Yeah.
High five. अभी किसको पहले high five?
Nice.
Mommy. मैं दूर से आपको कर दिया. You side
I didn't do it. You did it. Now you start.
आपने तो high five कर दिया मुझे.
मैं तो करना जाता हूँ.
Now he's gonna go shower.
You
No,
have.
I'm joking.
But thank you guys for spending time with us
Thank
and
you.
discussing.
Thanks for coming.
तो
No,
बहुत
thank you for
अच्छे
inviting
points थे. हाँ, thank you for inviting us. बहुत सही points discuss किया आज हमने and I hope you
It was
guys.
fun.
It was fun.
It was fun. We gotta see people.
I
We gotta talk. I gotta talk to somebody else.
I want to highlight one thing. Anika has opened her own channel. I'll mention the description below of her. She has her own bakery channel. Basically, you bake, right?
Yeah.
And do you want to speak about your
A
channel?
little, oh yeah, cooking is just baking good cakes and cupcakes and cookies. Got to customize work and all of
I
that
heard a lot
stuff.
about your rum balls.
Yes,
Rumbles.
and
It's a really good rumble.
truffles, all truffles. So all those are coming out for Christmas time. But yeah, anything you want, I try.
Guys, thank you so much. Subscribe to our channel. Please like, share, comment, and
Subscribe.
subscribe.
बेल आइकन पे क्लिक करें और सब्सक्राइब करें
Please कर दो यार. Bye. Take care.